Ryan Hall, just sum up your emotions after that.
Yeah, it's great to win games in general, but when you try that hard and you put that much effort into the games and to win it in the fashion, yeah, it's really quite pleasing. Going to analyse the performance a little bit. We were scrappy and yeah, we give them too much of the ball. Brad read off a start at half time that we'd had the ball for 10 minutes in play and they'd had 15, so they've had it for 50% more than us, and you just can't do that. And then so we made a comment and a real effort to try and get pinned on their try line for the first 10 minutes, try and wear them out. We certainly didn't do that. We came out and ran in touch, and then we got forced back into his in goal. So that was completely not to plan, and that seems to be what we thought, what we felt. Even the plan that we had throughout the week just went out the window. But that game was won on desire and heart to stay in the game. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, when we played Hull KR here, or was it 3 weeks ago? Last time we played at Headingley anyway. We were in front, and then for the last 10 minutes we really, took the foot off the gas, and the good team, Hull KR, come back and beat us in the last 10 minutes. So we've been talking about the last 10 minutes of games and how we should, instead of going down a notch, we should raise it a gear and really see out them games. And that's, well, it's a championship rounds, isn't it? That's where you win your championships. If we can use boxing terminology, it's the championship rounds. So tonight, I'm glad we actually came through in the last 10 minutes, or the last, with 1 minute to go. So that's one check on the to-do list. The rest of it, we'll go back to the drawing board and try better next time.
So 1 minute and 45 seconds left, and you get that chance in the corner. You've been in that position many times before, but what's going through your mind at that point tonight?
Do the thing what I've always felt natural doing. I've said it before on camera, a bit technical now, but scoring tries in the corners, when you want the space, you don't go for the space. Something I need to chat to Riley Lum about, because he seems to go for the corner. When he's got space in front of him, he goes for the corner, and then he can quite easily get ushered out. When you want the space, you don't go for it, you go more inside, so when they do it, you actually fall into the space that you want. And that's what I did.
Sounds easier said than done.
Well, that's my job. I can't write an essay. Some people might find that one easy. I can score tries in corner.
What about the noise? You score that try, the noise in that South Stand. Does that ever get
No.
for you?
That's why I'm still sat here. And well, no man sat here. That's why I'm still running about. I love what I do, and it's moments like that, just reinforce that. Yeah. As soon as I lose the passion for rugby, that might be the time I give it up. But I haven't lost that yet, and we're right in the mix of it, and it keeps me smiling, and I'm loving it at the moment.
You were the better side for 10 minutes, and then there was the injury to wrap it. It was 11 minutes the break. You were scrappy after that. What was the reasoning behind that?
Yeah, don't know the reason. If we knew the reason, we wouldn't have done it. It's one thing what we will look at, and we did mention at half time that exact what you've just said. We were the better side for the opening. Then after the break, we were on the back end of things. It can only be a mentality thing, because we were physically good. It must be a mentality thing. It just affects us. We've got to work on the mentality and be tougher in them situations.
Just lastly for me, like you say, it's one for desire and resilience tonight. Is that the sort of result that the way that you won it tonight? Can that be a better, a bigger springboard as well for what's to come?
Maybe not just that. Maybe the whole, it's taking everything into the equation. It's maybe the springboard that we're now in the top four again. We were briefly out of it for 24 hours. We're now back in the top four, and we want to stay there. And then not just stay there, we want to creep up and catch them above us. So that's what we're really going for. I don't think that one result would ignite us, because we know it's a long season anyway, and we know where we want to get to. It's just sticking in it and getting it done now.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
I know you can remember every single one of your 8 million tries. Was that one of the more memorable ones?
Yes, certainly. Just for the context of it all, last minute, we'd been scrappy, and it made us win the game against a team who's close to us in the league. So everything in context, yeah, definitely one that I'll remember. Yeah.
It's nice to get one on the right side of the ledger, isn't it? After being probably the better team in I think 2 of the last 3 games, and you lost at Warrington and against Hull KR.
Yeah, I've mentioned that a few times, that the games that we've lost this year, and I don't want to say shoulda, coulda, woulda and all them sort of stuff, but we could really have only, you know, have one loss against his name. The defeat away at Catalan's, hands up, we lost that game, we were terrible, and Catalan deserved to win that game. Every other game that we played in has been a 2-point loss or a 4-point loss. You know, the games that we've lost, and we had real chances in them games. You know, realistic chances to win them games. And obviously, if things went differently, we could have been sat at the top of the league. We've only one loss against his name. That hasn't happened. But it does make us every Monday morning when we go in realise that we're a good team. Leeds Rhinos over the last, I don't know, it's 6-7 years have really been struggling. And it's, you know, what is it, you know, what they're missing. It was hard to put your finger on it, but I can genuinely sit here now and say to you that we're a good team. And if we do things right and we keep going on the same fashion, we will end up in a good position and chasing those above us.
Yeah, and just finally, it's a big challenge now against Cass, isn't it? A different sort of challenge next week. You know, you can't afford to get too carried away with wins like this. It's
always a challenge going to Castleford. They've got a couple of different reasons now. They've got basically a new forward pack since last time we played them. Obviously, they've got the men in charge, you know, Rhinos, passionate Rhinos, ex-players. And yeah, going to Castleford's always tasty when you're wearing a Rhino shirt, because Castleford hate Leeds, let's be honest. I don't think Leeds are very fond of Castleford either, so it's always tasty going to their ground and doing what, you know, trying to keep focused on the game rather than everything what goes on around it with, you know, the fans that they're on top of you. They've got passionate fans, loud fans, who give it to us all the way through the game, so put that to one side. We have got a job to do, like you say, and hopefully we can have the right mentality about it and get it right.